And I'm live. Hello, ladies and gents. Just a few words about what's happening, what's coming, and what's going. Right, this is usually, as usual, this is live, so it's improvisation. This is the way I like it. And but of course, those of you who are subscribed to my newsletter, and you can do that through my website, dnagroup.it, of course. They'll receive all the info as things progress. Right. So, what's happening now behind the scenes? The older customers may remember how I used to offer t-shirts back in the early 2000s, early noughts, and they were actually, at the time, 2002, 2003 roughly, probably one of the best t-shirts quality-wise as far as the Italian market was concerned. They were actually British t-shirts. I imported them from Britain. A company, unfortunately, now gone out of business. Brilliant heavyweight t-shirts, and I had them printed in flock. Flock is that velour type of material. And again, at the time, I was probably one of the first to do so, to use flock in Italy at least. But even in the greater market, I mean, they were just really great t-shirts, and had lots of artists drawing for me, and I usually had the idea and then gave it out, and they'd come back with the idea printed. Made out to be printed. So right, so I'm going back to making t-shirts again. They will be made in Portugal because. Mainly, not only because most of my items are made in Spain and in Italy, and in this case they would be made in Portugal, also because they give me the possibility to actually make it the way I want it. So it's going to be a classic t-shirt, yes, but it'll have some small details just to add that extra detail and that extra spice. And so it'll be made in Portugal, and also because my main market is the UK, and the UK being out of the European Union, as everyone knows, items which get sent to the UK need to be made in EU in order for them not to be taxed in any way. So the t-shirt will be made in Portugal and printed with my own ideas, and I'll be collaborating with a few artists. More on that as the drawings come out. I'll be collaborating with a few artists. Mainly, I put some ideas out there, and they come back with a drawing, and that will be printed on the t-shirt. So that's pretty much it as far as the t-shirts. Also, because they are printed here, I'm buying the machinery as we speak. I can literally make one t-shirt. So if any of you have some ideas and want the t-shirt made by me, give me a shout and I'll make it happen. Okay. So as this goes ahead, I'll let you guys know how and why and what and when the time comes, yeah, you'll see the t-shirts out. T-shirts. Next is polo. I'll be making polo shirts, both in PK cotton, so that's the typical polo shirt woven material. And also just plain cottons, so yeah, so they're designed based on, well, the collar basically will be a collar which I've been enjoying for many years now. I bought a T-shirt in Corsica, way back, probably around 2005 or something, and it's a beautiful open neck collar, which I've enjoyed, and I think I'm going to use that collar for the polo T-shirt. So I'm working on that behind the scenes as well. Excuse me. And more on that when I have some samples and all that. So that's going to be coming up for the spring and summer. The Selva utility jacket, as I mentioned yesterday on my live What's Claudio Wearing Wednesday, that's at the pattern maker, and they're sizing, they're doing all the sizes, and that should be out soonish. Sit tight on that. And yeah, well, I'm getting a few more styles of trousers made, patterns that is. So once I get those and I test those, and you'll see them online, and I'll talk about them more when I have that. Lastly is an update on the Brexit and the shipping and the taxes and all that. I mentioned that a few seconds ago. So as I was saying at the beginning of this year, all parcels heading out to England, Scotland and Wales, excluding Northern Ireland, because Northern Ireland now is part of the EU region of commerce, so that doesn't get taxed. As far as England, Scotland and Wales are concerned, if the product that is being exported or imported, if I'm buying stuff from England, Wales or Scotland, if the product is made in the EU or in England, Scotland, and Wales, and the seller takes the time to, and the very little time, because I literally it takes seconds for me because it's all automated, to do the invoice correctly and the declaration that it is made in EU or UK, that's it. There are no taxes, there is no VAT, there is absolutely nothing. There is more time that takes for the delivery, because they do go through customs, and the customs, so that slows things down. Sometimes, rarely, but I have had customs actually check the parcel, physically check it. But so times, yes, it takes now. Initially, at the very beginning of the year, there were issues, you might remember, with long deliveries because of Brexit, and because of other reasons, COVID, blah blah blah. Now delivery to the UK is roughly 8 working days, 7 working days, depending. So they're getting much better now, but it will take longer than the usual standard 3 or 4 working days. But again, there are no taxes, there are no VAT, there is no VAT, nothing. As far as items, clothing and shoes, accessories, which is made in the EU, or vice versa if I'm buying from the UK. So this is also to say that there are obviously labels out there and shops out there in the UK which make their stuff locally in the UK, and if they are doing their job right and sending the invoice and declaring country of origin that is made in the UK, there are no taxes. I've sent tens and tens of parcels out to England and Scotland in this new year, and Absolutely no issues, no problems. The problems come in when the item is made outside of the EU or the UK. Okay, so if it's a shop which is selling stuff which is made in the US or made in China or wherever, that's where the taxes come in. Or if the shop is selling stuff and doesn't have the right paperwork to accompany the item. Okay, in those cases, up until €150, 136 pounds, it's the seller paying taxes, and above that limit, it's the buyer which pays taxes, VAT. So, as I said, as of now, absolutely zero of my customers have paid any VAT or any tax. And I here have not paid any VAT or any tax for that particular shipment. I obviously pay my taxes and my VAT to the government. That's a whole different story. But nothing has changed as far as payments and taxes and VAT are concerned since Brexit. They're talking about from next year, 2022. The seller will be needing to declare officially, so there's going to be like a certificate or something which the seller needs to show that the item is made locally, okay, locally in the EU. But for this whole year, it's just a simple self-declaration. I'm declaring, I'm certifying that this item is made locally, okay. But yeah, so that's going to happen next year, 2022. The seller will be needing to have like a certificate stating, declaring, proving that the item is made locally. Okay, so that's next year. So yeah, so that's that as far as VAT and taxes. I've been hearing loads on internet and from friends buying records. You know, they bought record from England and, you know, paid loads of money, taxes. That's probably as far as records are concerned. Yeah, I still haven't had that issue. As far as, you know, records or books, they've told me about books. I don't know about that. I haven't. I've bought records from the States and haven't had any issues as far as, you know, or no changes since Brexit. But that obviously the US are not included. But yeah, so that's a whole different story. But clothing, no issues. So again, that's to put your heart and my customers' heart at ease, that no, there are no taxes, and also to continue to support both EU and UK independent shops which go out of their way to produce locally, and yeah, so they are not targeted. Do not discriminate because of them, or, you know, that shouldn't put you off from buying from them, because again, you know, I'm the living proof. I'm a small business producing locally and selling most of my stuff to the UK, and none of my UK customers have ever gotten taxed, and I'm not paying any taxes for that here. So yeah, okay. So if you do get taxed, something's wrong. The seller's not doing their job correctly. The item is not being labeled correctly, or something's wrong. But yes, locally made items, made in the UK, made in the EU, are not included in this whole problem with tax and VAT stuff, which I've been hearing about. Okay, that's about it. that was what's happening behind the scenes, what's coming up in the near future from this neck of the woods. Okay, so do email me or direct mail me if you have any questions or doubts, and I'll sort you out. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.